How many of you are struggling to try to find a part-time job? Well, let me tell you, you're not alone in this battle. Students today are struggling. This is due to the economic downfall, and I'm here to give you some tips and tricks to try to help you find a part-time job while you're in school. The number one issue is the job market. It calls for people with experience. However, if a person doesn't have experience, how are they expected to try to find a part-time job? It is also true that not only people in the public sector, but also in the private sector have lost their jobs and now having to resort to minimum wage type of positions such as a restaurant and retail. As a former restaurant manager, I conducted many casting calls. I came across applicants that were former teachers, firemen, police officers, and business owners. No wonder students are having a difficult time. The competition is too high. I will go over in the next few minutes the professional attire that is expected, how to build a professional resume, and I will also explain the interview process. First, professional attire. Never wear jeans and a t-shirt. It doesn't show professionalism. Instead, go ahead and consider wearing something like this. As you can see right here, there are 4 examples. There's 2 gentlemen and 2 ladies. On the gentleman's side, both of them have a fresh haircut, clean shaven, are wearing the appropriate tie, and a button-up t-shirt. This shows professionalism. The only difference is one of them has a jacket, which can be used more for a corporate type of interview. Also on the other side, there are 2 ladies. Both of them have natural-looking makeup, a nice blouse, and they also don't have bulky jewelry. Usually during interviews, sometimes ladies like to wear flashy, bulky jewelry, and that just is distracting during the interview process, so it's best to just leave those out and keep it as simple as possible. As far as the resume goes, there are several components that you want to add when building your resume. There's a purpose. The purpose statement, it just explains that you want this job or you're looking for this type of position to better yourself in the field. You want to list all job experiences that you do have. If you don't have job experience, that's okay. You might want to just list extracurricular activities or maybe a couple hobbies. On there will be just fine. You also want to show your school experience, so if you have graduated college, you want to put your bachelor's degree down. If you're working on your associates, that's just fine. Or if you just have your high school diploma, that's just fine as well. Also, you want to put down at least 3 references. This gives managers the opportunity to look at your references and see if they need to make any phone calls, but normally they don't like to. Also, there's 2 types of interview process. There's a one-on-one interview, which is everybody is most familiar with, and there's also a casting call. Now, the casting call can it's kind of like a group interview type of setting. It can be with 20 people, 30 people, what have you. This is where managers and other people that work in the restaurant, kind of sit in a panel, and they'll ask a series of questions after talking about kind of the nature of their business or the business background. It is best you can shine during a casting call just by raising your hand and participating, and that just lets the managers know who's serious and who's not. Now that you have some new tips and tricks, I want you to get out there and fight. Remember that face time is crucial. Meet some new friends along the way. You never know what might happen.